Hi everybody, Bill Kaiser here, and I'm here to share with you a little bit of information and a little bit of insight on the items that you have in your personal protection kit. Remember those kits that I delivered, or we delivered a couple of weeks ago, Dan and I? These were kits that were your first needs. Things like the battery that you would need if you needed to recharge your cell phone. Another battery, a little beefier, 50 watts instead of 10 watts, in case you wanted to charge or run small appliances, as well as small computers or laptops or iPads. And this also, as well as your 10 watt, the 50 watt, both of these you can charge using the solar panels that are the ones that are the foldable kind that you have in your kit. So what we've got tonight is a video made by the manufacturer of these, professionally done, a lot more professional than I'm about to show you, but professionally done, about 2 or 3 minutes, very informative. It shows you all the features on these two items. But I don't want you to forget probably the most important item of all, and that is your water purification. You can live without a lot of things. Electricity, communications for the most part, not real comfortable about it, but you cannot go more than a couple of days without pure water. And I'm here to tell you that there's not an item of more importance than water purification or the water filter that you have. And you've got two. You have both the pouches with the filter attached as well as the sport bottle, the blue bottle that you have. So that's going to be a nice thing that will stand you in good stead. And again, if you need backup or if you need a replacement, you'll have it. And tonight, you're going to see two videos about those two water purification. Later, after those two videos, we're going to talk a little bit about your food supply, both the Daytrex, which is your immediate calories, as well as a little bit more nutritious and a little bit different tasting wafer bars, the emergency rations, the Maydays and the mainstays. Also, we had a few people questioning about how do I put on these ready masks, and we were going to demonstrate that to you also. Also important, and what was in the news recently, was with the Fukushima in Japan, the nuclear accident, the people that had access to potassium iodate, which is just a pill of condensed iodine that when you take it orally, within a few hours, the iodine is collected and stored in your thyroid gland, and the thyroid gland is usually where radiation is taken up. So even though they were in radiation-dense environments and atmospheres, because they had taken this potassium iodate, they were fairly protected against the harmful effects of radiation. And you've got both an adult dose as well as a child dose. So we're going to talk a little bit about that if there's time. We want to keep this to short and sweet, about 15 minutes. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and share with you both the Sherpa 50, the Guide 10, and the Sawyer water purification videos. Each will take a couple of minutes, and I'll see you after the videos.
This is the Guide 10 Power Pack. It's two things in one. You can use it as a power pack, or you can recharge your AA or AAA batteries. The Guide 10 Power Pack can be recharged in two ways. First, directly from your Nomad 7 panel with this included cable. Or you can recharge the Guide 10 Power Pack with this included USB cable from something like a laptop. Once it's charged, you can use it as a power pack to recharge any of your small electronic devices like a phone or an iPod. Another cool feature is that it also has a built-in LED flashlight. Guide 10, small and compact, lightweight, only weighs a couple of ounces. I can stick it right in my pocket. The Guide 10 recharges AA rechargeable batteries, or with this included insert, AAA rechargeable batteries as well. A great accessory for the Guide 10 is the Luna USB light. The Luna USB light can be plugged into the Guide 10 or a computer. It only uses a half a watt, so it'll run off the Guide 10 for 20 hours. This is the Goal Zero Sherpa 50 Adventure Kit, and it includes the Nomad 13.5 panel and the Sherpa 50 Power Pack. Plug and play. Simply plug the 13.5 panel into the Sherpa 50 Power Pack, and depending on the weather, you can charge the pack in 4 to 8 hours. This is the Nomad 13.5 solar panel. It's a 13.5 watt monocrystalline solar panel. It's foldable, it's portable. You can throw it right in your pack. It's flexible, rugged, and really tough. Has a pocket so you can store all your cables. The output ports of the Nomad 13.5 through the USB to charge something like a cell phone. For 12 volt, you can also use this included adapter to charge all your electronic devices that would normally be charged with a car adapter. You can also use it to recharge the Sherpa 50 Power Pack with this attached 9-foot cable. Another great feature of the Nomad solar panels is that you can charge faster by chaining them together. This is the Sherpa 50 Power Pack, and you can hold up to 50 watt-hours of power, and that's a lot. You can recharge the Sherpa 50 Power Pack from the wall in about 2 hours, directly from the panel in about 4 to 8 hours, depending on weather conditions, and you can also charge it from your 12-volt power port of your car. There are 2 ways to power your devices with the Sherpa 50, either from the USB port, which is great for things like an iPhone or an iPad, or you can also use the included 12-volt adapter. Another awesome feature of the Sherpa 50 Power Packs is that you can stack and chain them. Now I have over 100 watt-hours of power. The Sherpa 50 is super lightweight, it's only 2 pounds. One of the great features of the Sherpa 50 Power Pack is this LCD battery monitor that lets you know how much power is left in 20% increments. With 50 watt-hours of power, you can charge something like an iPad up to 2 times, or you can run a cell phone for up to 50 hours.
Hey, this is Seth, and I'm going to show you how to get clean water in the backcountry or anywhere in the world with the Sawyer Squeeze Filter. Whether hiking, camping, hunting, or fishing, or traveling abroad, this filter is perfect for all your adventures. With a total field weight of only 3 ounces, this is the lightest and most packable filter available. First, select the pouch of your choice, and then fill it with water that you want to filter. Next, screw the filter onto the pouch and wipe off any excess water so it doesn't get into your bottle. Then you're ready to filter. The squeeze filter can be used in many different ways. You can drink directly from the filter, you can fill up your bottle, and fill up your friends' bottles if you're nice. You can get clean water for cooking instantly. If water is scarce, fill up extra pouches as reserves. Don't trust the tap water or bottled water when traveling abroad. Just screw the filter directly onto your bottled water. The squeeze filter fills up most bottles in under 20 seconds. Because the filter has such a large surface area, it's pretty rare that you'll ever have to backwash it in the field. But if you do, here's how to do it. Unscrew the push-pull cap from the filter. Fill the included syringe with filtered water. Then backwash the filter with the syringe. Sawyer's hollow fiber membranes are so robust that you can backwash your filter with high pressures and don't have to worry about damaging it. As long as you're properly cleaning your filter, you may never have to replace it.
Okay, well, welcome back. Well, moving right along, we want to get into the items of food. And you have 3 sources of food. You have got Datrex bars, which this one pack constitutes 2,400 calories, which would support the average person for about 4 or 5 days. Then you have two other sources of food. Again, these are wafers, they're different flavored. This reflects 3,600 calories, and this reflects 3,600 calories. And these are all sectioned out in wafers. The average person can actually go almost a month without any intake of calories. So you can last months, if not longer, with your other food supplies. So food is really not an issue. It might taste bland after having the same wafer for a couple of days, and that's why we've given you assorted flavors. And also, these can be broken off into 200 or 400 calorie segments. So for your younger children, one wafer would be enough to see them through half or the total day, depending on their action. Now we want to talk about the Quick Protect pouch, which includes both your little and your medium first aid kits. And again, basically just a quick word about these. Band-Aids and analgesics, antiseptics, these have a little bit more larger trauma dressings, but none of these would be able to provide for an advanced trauma life support situation. So, and we'll be talking more in further webinars about a little bit more prepared in the medical kit. Okay? Another possible element is a nuclear accident or some kind of nuclear incident man-made. Doesn't matter. That means that there's radioactivity, dust in the air, and you want to protect yourself from it. If you take these potassium iodate pills, and you've got both a child dose, 70 milligrams, and an adult dose, 140 or 185 milligrams, this will fill your thyroid gland with the potassium iodate and would prevent either completely or partially the uptake of radioactive particles and radioactivity into your body. So it would protect you somewhat. Would it be better to take it if you think there's a possibility or a likelihood of a nuclear event? Absolutely. With the exception of a few people in the population, as far as percentage-wise, these are safe to take. But again, anytime you ingest something, you always want to check with your physician first. Those of you with thyroid problems or any kind of other metabolic hypersensitivities, you definitely need to talk to your physician prior to taking potassium iodate. For the general population, it's very safe. Another way to protect yourself is the Ready mask. You have both an adult and both a child, and these are easy to put on. Now, when I talk about applying these, we want to make sure that you apply one to yourself first. Just like when you take an airline flight, they prep you that if the oxygen masks are displayed and presented and drop into the cabin, you want to put yours on first. So before you put your child's on. These are easy to put on. Just open up the top of the wrapping, and you'll see there is a red strip on the top, and then you've got a yellow fabric on the bottom. You just remove the lining to expose the adhesive area, apply the red on the top, make a nice seal, and then continue to make a seal as you press this against your face, your cheeks, and then finally you can just put them together and just make sure that there's no route of entry for any air coming in that is unfiltered. Now you can see I can breathe in here, and you can probably hear me pretty good. The main thing is you'll be able to see and be protected. So radiation, whether it be nuclear, any kind of biological or chemical agents, including pepper spray or tear gas, you can be fully protected from that. It's easy to remove. You just put a little wedge, and of course these are disposable, but I'm sure that you can use it multiple times. These are very effective for giving you an instant barrier from nuclear, biological, or chemical sprays. Well, that's about it. We've covered a lot of things in your personal protection kit. We hope you never have to use it. But if you do, you know you've got elements in here that will protect you and your family. So until next time, and it won't be long, take care, be safe, be healthy, and we'll see you later.